Hello, my dear beings, be it minerals, vegetables, animals, including human, uh, aliens, energy entities, universal consciousness. Here is Ferruccio Village, PhD. I'm going to talk about this moment betterment of humanity. How to make humankind better in all sense. Uh, uh, the purpose to do this could be that I am a kind person. I want to do good for humanity, uh, or that I want to sell consultation, advice. Okay, whatever is the motive, uh, it's worthwhile to help humanity. Uh, the advice that I am going to give you right now are worth at least quadrillions of dollars. Not millions, not billions, not trillions, but quadrillions of dollars. Okay? I estimate this would be the savings that humanity would have if adopting the ideas that I am going to give to humankind. Therefore, by the end of the presentation, you can pay me a little fee. It's not necessary to give me quadrillions of dollars. 1 billionth of it would be enough. Okay. The basic idea that I'm going to give to you is the following. It's about decisions. Decision by one person versus many persons. Okay? Decision by one person can be biased, can be partial, can be less informed, can be stupid. Okay? Decision take in consideration several minds, several persons, is more encompassing, is more global, satisfies the majority, and is not biased. Okay? Okay. And we are going to apply this this idea to all the decisions how the decision means: legislative decision, executive decision, judiciary decision, defense decision, administrative decision, all the decision. Okay? And we are going to do this in, let's call it democracy with wisdom. Okay? Is an improved kind of democracy where the voters is the people in general, okay? Not one person, or everybody, every element of the people. And you don't have laws, you have propositions, okay? Laws are static, propositions are more dynamic, gives you a direction to go. And all the decisions are not valid forever. They are valid for a certain period of time, but has to be updated, improved frequently. Therefore, the voting process should be almost continuously. Therefore, all the voters, people, of persons of the people, votes on the proposition, how desirable or not is the proposition, and also attached to his vote, he will give a weight that his opinion should have on this subject. If he's giving an opinion on a subject that he knows well, he can attribute it to it a higher weight. If he thinks he doesn't know that well this subject, he attributes a lesser weight. Okay? And therefore, you take all this vote weighted with the weights, and you compute the weighted average. Therefore, for each proposition, you will have a weighted average. The first round of voting, you have the weighted average, and this information is returned to all the voters. And the voter, based on this weighted average, will decide if his first opinion was good enough or is too far away and he can correct it properly. Or if he is sure that even though he disagrees with the average mean, he can give the reason for it, so that we try to change the other people mind. Okay? And this new set of values will be used to compute the second weighted average. Okay? The process converges in a limited number of rounds. Okay? You don't need too many rounds of voting to get a good convergence. And on top of it, this gives already to the people what is the answer to this voting process, so that he automatically start implementing in the direction that the average, the weighted average. Okay, and this can be done in any kind of decision process. Can be a legislative process. Yes, you will decide what kind of proposition to implement. You can use this in the judiciary process, so that you can decide who is right or or wrong, uh, and how to solve the judiciary discussion. Okay. Now, the benefit of it in the legislative process, the benefit of it is that a representative system is not as good as direct voting, because if you elect a representative, the representative, while is asking for your vote, he will promise to do what you need. When he is, is elected, this representative, the representative will solve his own problem. And if by any chance solving his own problem helps solve your problem, good. Otherwise, no good. You will not be uh, satisfied with the result. Therefore, the best thing to do is to represent yourself in a voting process. Okay, with direct democracy, with democracy with wisdom, and tied together with convergence of opinion. Okay, these are all methodologies that I created to implement these ideas. Same thing in the judiciary system. When you have a monocratic decision by a judge, it can be biased, can be corrupt, can be partial, okay? But if instead you have decision by a jury of all the people, the decision is not corrupt, is more just. Therefore, the judicial system is very expensive, but is many times is very unjust. Expensive, unjust, and many times also corrupt. Okay? Similar thing happens to legislative system. Okay? That's why we have to have all the decision by the people. Okay? Judicial decision, legislative decision, administrative decision, executive decision. Okay? Even defense, you don't need to have a standing army. No, we should train ourselves since big, since very small, to defend ourselves and our community. Okay. Uh, Therefore, the judiciary, the legislative, defense, all this kind of system will be kind of voluntary system. Therefore, you don't need to pay taxes for this. Okay, you only need to pay for product and service that you want to consume. But for legislative system, judiciary system, defense system, all these other systems, no need. Therefore, if you don't have to pay taxes, you will need to work less. And working less, you use less resource of this small planet, and the planet can be sustainable for a longer period. And also, this extra time that you need, that you have now, that you don't need to kill yourself working, you will use to do a more sublime thing. What kind of thing that you should do is to plan your values. Okay? Do axiological planning or planning, village planning. Okay? You plan the values that you should have in the future. You and the society. Why? Because all the values that you have at the moment are not good. They are bad for the moment and are worse for the future. Why? Because all of them have bad consequences. That's why we need to plan and create new values that have better consequences. Okay? And we should strive for these new values to adopt these new values so that they will have better consequences in humanity. What I mean by better consequences? Humanity will be happier, more sustainable, more sublime, and so on and so forth. And this process is an ongoing process. When you start getting closer to your idealized value, you start thinking more advanced values. Okay? That's good for the moment. Later on, maybe we can, when you start working with value, we may start thinking about meta values. Okay? Things that nurture or orient the search for new values. Okay? Do I deserve already my quatrains of dollars? Or do I have to detail a little more these ideas? Ah, why I am talking about paying for something, because when you give advice for free, nobody cares, nobody pays attention. Okay, all the time that I was consulting, if I didn't charge very well, even though the advice was good, uh, people didn't the, adopt very easily the ideas. When I charge heavily, even for a mediocre idea, oh, they think, oh, that's good, let's implement it. Therefore, society only gives value if you charge them well. Otherwise, you can give them heaven, and if you don't charge for it, it's no good. um, that's why I'm talking about this thing. Okay, not that I need the money, even with a billion of quadrillions. I will not know what to do with it. I don't have a big enough house for this much money. Uh, okay. Therefore, the main idea is, instead of having decision by one person, we should have decision by the people. Okay. Should be a voluntary process. Okay. But then you may start thinking, boy, this will be a lot of work. I will be voting every 5 minutes in some subject. Yes, 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 yes. It could be. But let's solve also this problem. In the beginning of your voting process, uh, you attach to it uh, artificial intelligence, okay? A model of artificial intelligence. So that your artificial intelligence, after learning how you think and decide, she can go on and doing automatically the voting for you. Okay, you only periodically verify if the voting by the artificial intelligence, your artificial intelligence, is still uh, satisfying your desires. Okay, why? Because you will be uh, evolving your own conscience during the planning of values process. Okay, when you start working with uh, planning values, this will improve your way of thinking, and therefore you should be updating also your voting process so that your artificial intelligence start learning this new tendency that you have. Okay, therefore, is a convergence process improving always. And in the process of creating new values, you will be improving your own conscience, your present consciousness, that you will take also to the next level in your terrestrial consciousness. But consciousness is, you cannot destroy it, and then you carry on to extraterrestrial eternal life conscious to go together with the universal conscious. Okay, so that you start improving the universe as a whole, not just your little humanity. Okay, it's very esoteric, right? Yeah, but it's good. I solve your your problem in this world, also in the next eternity also. Ah, boy. Another problem is these people, the lawyers, prosecutors, judges, the politicians, things like that, they will be out of work, okay? No jobs for them. Yeah. It's like all other things in our history. The people that were expert in polishing stones in the Stone Age, they went out of business. They should start. They started producing metals. Okay, they changed profession. Also, in the Industrial Revolution, people that were uh, producing cloth by hand when the machines uh, were available, they went out of job also, and everything become mechanized. The same thing will happen with lawyers, politicians, things like that. In the case of lawyers, I will go a little further. I will extinguish the whole school of law school. No need for it. If we give a few lecture of logic in maternal school, you don't need all the law school. Okay, let's do it some more useful thing. Uh, the lawyers are not going to be happy with me. The politicians are not going to be happy with me. But we will find a better work for them. Okay, thinking about values, that is very more rewarding instead of thinking about memorizing laws. That's ridiculous. Okay, artificial intelligence can do this better at all at the moment. Therefore, let's do something that machine cannot do. It's create, especially values, and analyze the consequence of these values. These machines cannot do. No way. Creativity is not the strong point of machines because artificial intelligence is just a big plagiatory system. If someone did already have an idea, he can go and copy all over the world this idea. But the artificial intelligence cannot create nothing whatsoever. Why? Therefore, I think that I already deserve a thank you, at least, for solving all the problems of the humanity. Uh, Please do give your like or not, and I would appreciate your critique and comments and suggestion. And also, you can share these ideas with whoever you want. And if you are not already inscribed in my channel, please do subscribe to my channel. And I thank you very much for your attention. And then let's continue improving these ideas with your participation. Thank you very much.